Yes, my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. My name is Reiss Beckford and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video is going to be a training vlog. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, make sure you follow me right here at Reiss Beckford. You will know that I am making a big effort to get more YouTube videos out. So today is going to be a training vlog. We are on week 7 of this training block, of this APB method training block. Today we are focusing on some safety bar box squats. We have some dumbbell chest supported rows. We've got some floor press and some other bits and bobs. I've started off with a little bit of a warm up and some movement prep. So I did a little bit on the bike, as you will see here, overlaid. Then I also done a couple of sets of dumbbell box jumps and also some tall kneeling ball slams just to get my body nice and warm and ready to go. So follow along. This is going to be a little bit of a raw video. I'm going to be talking as I am training. So first things first, we have safety bar box squats. So let's get that safety bar and this box over to the bar, set up and ready to go. So we're all set up. We've got the safety bar and we've got the box. We need to make sure that this isn't too far away. I get a bit scared that I'm going to miss the box. So safety bar, it looks a bit different to a normal barbell. Handles are at the front, but it still sits on the back. So it just feels a little bit more comfortable. I'm using the box to reduce my range of motion. I want to go just above parallel. So the aim of this exercise is to use a decent amount of weight, but to move with speed. So let's get nice and warm and let's get to that working weight. So last time I'd done these last week, was it last week? Might have been the week before. Yeah, last week probably. I got up to a new PB for 4 reps, I believe. So the aim is to try and see if we can get another PB. Let's go. Right, so this will be working set number 1. This is the PB that I got last week. So this is 156 kilos. The safety bar is only 16 kilos. So with this all together, 156. So this was, like I said, a PB from last week. I'm going to use this for my first working set. We've got a set of 4, and then we'll see how we feel after that. I wouldn't usually use a belt when I'm doing box squats, but towards the end of last week, I deadlifted. I think it was on Friday, and it's the first time I had deadlifted in quite a few weeks. So my lower back over the weekend was a little bit sore, a little bit tender. Not because I was in a bad position, but just because I'd used my back muscles that I hadn't used in a while, as I hadn't deadlifted, like I said. So we're going to use a belt today. Belt is there just to help build some abdominal pressure. Press into the belt, just adds a little bit more confidence, a little bit of a safety feature. So we are going to go set number 1, set of 4, 156. Let's get it. I didn't feel too bad. Not too bad for set 1. Might go up for the second set. Let's go. Exercise number 2, supersetted with the safety bar box squats. It's going to be a chest supported row with dumbbells with a 2-second ISO hold at the top. Last week I used 37.5 dumbbells, which is what I'm going to use this week. The aim was 6 to 8 reps. Last week I could only get 7, so to be able to see a little bit of progression without having to increase the load, as I'm going to be trying to increase the load on exercise number 1 in this superset, I'm going to try and get that extra rep at least within the first 1, hopefully 2 sets. So try and get that 8th rep. So like I've said before, I think I've mentioned it on this chat on YouTube, and I've also definitely mentioned it on Instagram. Progress can be seen in many different ways. Yes, more load, and more reps, for example, which is what we're going to go for here. But there's many other ways. You've got quality of movement, less rest, better feeling, better range of motion, lots of different ways to see progress. So don't always think about having to increase the load. Yes, I'm increasing the load on this first exercise on the safety bar box squat because I feel like I can, and that's the way I want to progress on that movement. But on this specific movement, I'm going to try and get that extra rep. And also make sure that you are using straps on any of your pulling movements. I know I've mentioned this also on YouTube channel and also on my Instagram. Any type of pulling movements, any RDLs, any type of row variation, because your grip will go and fade out way before any type of pulling muscle. So just use these, it'll allow you to go a little bit heavier and not have to worry about your grip. So let's go. Set number 1. We're going for 8 reps here with a nice pause at the top. Doing these straps is probably the worst bit. If you guys know a better way to do this, then let me know, because nice. Woo! Happy with that. Got that extra rep in. So set number 2, I'm thinking let's go up 10 kilos. So 5 kilos on each side, which will put us at 166 kilos. This will be a 10 kilo PB. So let's see how that goes. That was definitely heavier, but rep 3 and 4, sorry, felt a bit slow. I think it was more of a confidence thing than anything else, but happy with that. So, set number 2, see if we can hit 8 reps again. Yes, 2 sets of 8. Happy with that. I've actually been struggling to stay consistent with training lately, with the work that I do in person at the Foundry and online stuff, with all the clients that I work with, all the athletes that I work with. It's been quite challenging over the last couple of weeks, and my training has taken a little bit of a back seat. So it feels good to be moving again. It feels good to be having a nice bit of structure with my training. I do have an event that I want to sign up to in the next couple of months, but once that date's confirmed and I've actually signed up to it, then we will discuss that, which will be quite exciting. It is a competition, and no, it's not a high rocks. If you guys do follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I've done a high rocks and then couldn't walk for a few days. So that's my high rocks career, short-lived. But yeah, like I said, it feels nice to be moving again. It feels nice to be training. It feels nice to have a structure. It feels good to be in front of the camera again. I haven't done this for a long time, trying to make consistent videos. I was putting it off because I thought I needed a specific camera to make it easy. I wanted to make specific type of videos and I thought I needed a videographer. But, you know, this is a bit like when I did gymnastics and I wanted to document the stuff that we did on a day-to-day basis and when we traveled and all of the competitions that we did, so that I had something to look back on. And I'm approaching YouTube this time a bit like that, a little bit more of a, what do you call it? A little bit more of a documenting journey of my training, life after a retired gymnast, you know, life as a full-time coach, life as a full-time online coach, life as a husband, as a business owner, as a homeowner, all of those things. That transition from being an athlete to now is very different. I feel like I'm a very different person. Maybe that's something that we can talk about and discuss on the channel. Maybe that's a podcast episode that will be on the channel. You will see that some of the videos are podcast episodes as well. So yeah, it feels good. So right, let's go. Let's get this last set done. Set 3 on these first two exercises, this first superset. Let's go. Whoa. Oh. I'm glad that's over. Yes. Oh. Yes. Superset number 1 done. So next up on the program, we have dumbbell walking lunges. We've got sets of 8 to 10 each side. Last week I did 1 set of 8 and then I was only able to get a set of 6. 2 sets of 6 with the 30 kg dumbbells. So I'm going to drop the weight a little bit. I'm going to go down to the 27.5s and I'm going to try and get all 3 sets at 8 to 10 reps. This is a great opportunity for me to leave my ego at the door about lifting the heaviest weight possible and thinking about what I did last week and actually find a way to improve without having to use the same dumbbells and get bad quality reps. So again, this is a great way to see progress, is better quality of movement, more confidence. So yeah, that is the aim for that exercise. And then that's going to be supersetted with dumbbell floor press, again for 8 to 10 reps. Last week I used the 35s and I got 3 sets of 10. So again, this is another opportunity for me to use another form of progression. So I'm going to go to the 37.5s. And depending on what I do within the first set, if I get 10 reps, I'll try and get another set of 10 and another set of 10. If I can only get 8 reps in the first set, then I'll either try and get another set of 8, or if I feel like I'm not going to get another set of 8, I'll do the first set at the 37s, and I'll do the next 2 sets at 35s. So there's ways that you can see progression, build strength, build muscle by using different dumbbells in the same rep ranges within the same program. Lots of ways. So let's get that done, and then we've got 1 more superset and then a little bit of cardio, and we've only got 45 minutes, so we better move quick. So let's go. So like I said, on the chest supported rows, using straps, again, allows me to not have to worry about having to hold the dumbbells too much. I can worry about just what's going on with my legs. So, 8 to 10 this time. The hardest part of this exercise is getting the dumbbells up. It's an absolute mission. There's no efficient or cool way to do it. It's just a graft. Don't know if anyone heard that. That was my back cracking. Ted, I'll take that. Lunges are the absolute worst. One more set of the floor press and we're done for that superset. Nice, happy with that. 3 sets of 10. I went for a small stage. Actually, I say small stage, quite a long stage. On any type of bench press movement, floor press, dumbbell bench press. I was trying to use a 40 kg all the time because for some reason I had this attachment to the 40 kg dumbbells that being able to lift them meant I was strong, I guess. And I lost a lot of strength and size in my chest because I was always picking up the 40s and I wasn't getting a great connection with my chest doing any pushing exercise. And I ended up dropping down a little bit, as you saw from the last few weeks. I dropped down to the 35s, now using the 37.5s again. And I can feel my chest working way more than I ever did when I was doing the 40s. So, more of the story, don't rush to get to the heavier dumbbells. Build a good connection with your muscles in the movement pattern that you're asking them to do. Yes, picking up the heavier dumbbells is cool, but being stronger is way cooler. And that can only happen if you build strength and understanding the connection between your brain and your muscles in the movement that you're trying to do. So yeah, it's not always about the heavier weight, it's all about the quality of the movement that you're doing and the quality of the connection between your brain and the muscle. Another lesson for this YouTube video. Right, superset number three. We've got neutral grip pull-ups, so palms facing in, and we've got dumbbell push press, so using the legs to drive the dumbbells up. We haven't got long, we've got 10 to 15 minutes, so need to move this one pretty fast. Pull-ups is 5 reps. We'll probably go weighted with kettlebell, and then push press is 8 to 10 reps. Last week, push press I did the 22 and a halves. I think I only got 8 reps, so I'm going to go for 22 and a halves again and go for the 10 reps. And then on the pull-ups, I think I used a 12 kettlebell for all sets for 5 reps. There's no rep range on the pull-ups that have been prescribed, so it has to be 5 reps. So we may go for a 16 kettlebell. It's quite a big jump of 4 kilos, but we'll give it a go. Even if we do that for the first set, and then for the next 2, we drop it down to the 12 kilo kettlebell. So let's get going super quick on that. Pull-ups, push press. So we've gone for 16 kg kettlebell. Let's see how this goes for the first set. I'll be honest, I'm not sure I'll get another set there, but we'll give it a go on the next set. That was better than last week. All right, next 2 sets. I'm not going to record, I'm just going to go because I'm running out of time. So the finale of today's session is going to be 3 sets of 250 meters on the ski. We're looking for for me, under a minute. Probably not great for a lot of people, but for me, under a minute is pretty good. Last week, I think I did like a 55, a 54, and 53 maybe, or 53, 54, 55, something like that. So if we can go anywhere in that range again, I'll be really happy with that. But we will see. What I will do is make sure that I take this off, because otherwise you're going to hear me heavy breathing the whole time. So let's go. Set number 1. I have my damper at about 5. Big mistake. People want to put the damper to 10 because they think that they're about to go faster, but all that does is make it harder for you. So anywhere between 5 and 7 is probably about right. Maybe even lower, maybe even like 2s or 3s, but find the damper that works for you when you start skiing. So let's go. That was my fastest one. 49 seconds, 0.6. That's the fastest I've ever done it. There's no prescribed rest, so we're gonna rest 2 minutes to get our breath fully back, then we're gonna go again. 49.6 though. Happy with that. Right, here we go. Number 2. Oh, sorry. 48.3. Even better. I think I went too hard though. I feel sick. I feel sick now. So after a decent amount of rest, that sicky feeling has not gone. So we're gonna leave number 3, otherwise I think it might push me over the edge. But thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff, share it with a friend. We are back doing YouTube videos. Dare I say it, maybe 1 a week, hopefully maybe more, which will include the podcast videos. So 1 training / vlog type video, 1 podcast video. That's the aim. That's what I'm gonna try and hold myself to. So like, comment and subscribe. Like I said, if you're interested in coaching and understanding what I deliver in my coaching services, in using the APB method, if you're an athlete and you are currently in pain, or even if you're not an athlete and you wanna return back to playing sport or return back to training and doing the exercises that you love because you're avoiding it due to pain, or you want to improve your performance as an athlete, holler at me, shoot me a DM on Instagram at Reiss Beckford. It'll be on the screen somewhere here, and we can have a chat about how we can make that happen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.